All right, you guys, I just got the bike put back together. This is its maiden voyage, and I'd be lying if I said that I wasn't a little bit nervous. You know, I've definitely done a whole lot to this bike before in the past, but you know, this is just a lot at once. So I am just a wee bit nervous, but I think the CBR will take good care of me. It's always taking good care of me. Let's check this gear indicator out. Oh man, it feels pretty good so far. Running like a dream. So the bike has just went through all the gears, and the gear indicator looks like that it has programmed itself. Yeah, pretty good. The bike feels really good, you guys. The R6 throttle tube, oh god, it's smooth as butter. Like, I love it. I love it. It feels so good. It's unbelievable. All right, so the gear indicator is a little off, and I think that's because I didn't program it right. I need to reprogram it because it's acting like it says I'm in 5th gear, but I'm actually in 6th gear, and that may have to do with the fact that my speedometer is not 100% correct or something like that. It's a self-learning gear indicator, so I'm assuming that it may figure it out on its own. Either that or I'm gonna have to like reset it and start over again. You know, we'll get it figured out. It's no big deal. It's still really cool. As far as everything else that I've done to the bike, holy crap, you guys, like, everything feels amazing. The R6 throttle tube is definitely the biggest change. Like, it's absolutely incredible. I love it. Like, I mean, I really wish I would have done something like this a long time ago. It really makes the bike feel so much more responsive, and the angle of my wrist is a lot different now, and I kind of like it. I don't have to turn the throttle tube nearly as far to get the results that I want, so it's pretty awesome. I definitely recommend it. Gear indicator, once you get it programmed to the correct speed and the correct RPM, yeah, definitely recommend it. It's awesome. Really loving the seat, of course, as you guys would have seen me install, and the cluster. What can I say? I love everything I've done, and I'm not biased at all. For real, I really would do it all again. Oh, and the stomp grips. Like, yeah, the tech spec stomp grips. Holy crap, you guys, these things are awesome too. I didn't really notice them at first because I'm just going in straight lines, but when I did take that hard left back there, I really did feel it. It felt amazing. Now I'm just breaking in this tire. I'm super stoked for this trip, as always. Like, I really can't wait. And tomorrow's Friday, so and it's not supposed to rain this weekend, so hopefully I'll get me a good amount of riding in, as long as I don't have a whole lot I got to get done. Whew. I'm excited. I'm super excited about everything. I love it. Feels like a completely different bike now. Familiar, but different. Wow, that looks so different. Love you.
Love you. You be careful now.
I will. I'll let you know when I get home. I will. Hey guys, I just wanted to holler at you guys really quick. This is, you know, I just got off the bike, just got done with that ride. Sorry I didn't really make a moto vlog, but I was really just trying to feel the bike out pretty well. And I was actually getting a little bit frustrated with the gear indicator, but it's actually really funny. I've decided I'm going to do a whole video on just the gear indicator, so that way I can explain to the world how amazing it actually is. So real quick, we're going to run down every single thing that we've done to the bike, I guess from close to the beginning. So if you were to consider this a bone stock CBR, well, this is everything that we've done to it to prepare for the trip. I got decals made. I got put them on a brand new windshield. I just went ahead and ordered a new windshield. R6 throttle tube, repainted the wheels, got a new back tire, Michelin Pilot Power 3 to match the front. Got the new Sargent World Sport seat, or whatever it's called. And we got the cluster sent out to Scott at Blue Gauges, got that done. And we also got the Heel-Tech GI Pro gear indicator and stomp grips. We got the tech spec stomp grips, love those things. riding. They really, I didn't notice them at first. When you're going in a straight line, you really can't notice them, which is good. Some people may, you know, have issue with that, but in the corners, as few as there were today, felt great. Felt like I was really planted to the bike. So, and I'm pretty sure that's it. Like I said, I think I said I got the wheels painted, so that's pretty much everything. But I mean, just to run through it real quick for anyone else that wants to know, the other mods that I've done to the bike are levers, aftermarket grips, aftermarket grip bar ends, LED headlights, ram mount, full Akrapovic titanium exhaust with a carbon slip-on, and a fender illuminator kit, and some underglow. I do have some LEDs that I pretty much never turn on anymore, and a custom paint job that I did several years ago. Look back in the channel, you guys will find them. So that's pretty much everything I've done to the bike to date, I believe. Chain and sprocket. The chain is a DID, I believe. It says Japan on it, so I'm pretty sure it's DID. And the sprockets are Driven Racing, and I've got I'm 2 up in the back, stock front. So that's pretty much it. That's all that's done to the bike. And oh, and Power Commander 3. How could I ever forget about the Power Commander 3? And I think it's also got driven block off plates for the EGR system, and Canon air filters, Canon oil filter, and I'm running Mobile One Racing 4T 10W40. That's it. That's pretty much everything that's done to the bike, and it's been running great. It's got over 30,000 miles on it now, and it feels like it just rolled off the showroom floor. Like it's tight, it feels good, and I really don't know what else I'm gonna do to it. I'm sure I can come up with some other things to do in the future, but real quick, I wanted to just tell you guys this real quick story, because this is at the end of the video, and I'm tired, so this is gonna be it. But the gear indicator, as you guys would have seen when I was motovlogging, I was riding, and it was saying that I was in 5th gear, but I was actually in 6th. So obviously the programming of the gear indicator did not go as it should have. So that's completely on me. That's not heel tech. I was actually getting extremely frustrated because at my dad's house, I spent probably 30 minutes trying to get it to reset. And I looked up a bunch of videos, and I couldn't, you know, I found a bunch of write-ups and stuff on it, but this is from a couple years ago. This is Heel Tech's newest GI Pro gear indicator. I came home, grabbed my instructions from the package that it came in, and so the classic way to reset a gear indicator, if you have an older one, is to turn your key off and on 6 times. And you have to wait until the indicator shows the numbers 3, 4, or 5, just somewhere in there, and you turn it on, turn it off, turn it on, turn it off. 6 times, and then it'll count down. Instead of counting up from 1 to 6, it'll count down from 6 to 1, and then you can relearn the system. And you either need a really straight road that's pretty long with no traffic to program the gear indicator correctly, or have a rear stand. As you can see, the bike is back up on a rear stand. Just got done programming it. And so I did the reset procedure, the off and on 6 times. I did that probably about, honestly, 20 times or so. Did not work. Came home, got the instructions. Apparently, it was so new. This one is so new that at the top of the gear indicator, it has a touchpad. Like, yeah, like it's you touch the top of it and you can scroll through the menu and do all kinds of craziness. It blew my mind, because even on my way home, this is how barbaric I was thinking about this gear indicator. I was on my way home, and I was like, you know, I'll email them or something. I'll get the instructions. Clearly, I'm not doing something right. And on my way home, the gear indicator was much brighter than my new custom gauge cluster. And I thought to myself, oh, I'll get a small piece of window tint and just stick over the top of that thing to help dim it down a little bit. You can adjust the brightness. like that's how crazy all this is for me. Like, I mean, it may not be that funny to you guys, but I was literally thinking on my way home, yeah, I'll get me a piece of like 10 or 5% window tint and just slap that on the screen and it'll dim it down. But no, in here you can go through the menu and adjust the brightness, and I dimmed it down to match the cluster perfect. It's great. So I'm gonna run through this entire write-up for this particular gear indicator. Guys, seriously, like the battery just died on the GoPro. But so anyway, outro now. So like I said, I'm gonna go over everything in the very next video. But thank you guys so much for watching. I've had a hell of a day riding, even though it wasn't that long. The bike is great. Like it's where I've wanted it for a long time now. Like I love it so much more. I guess I mean it's such a more pleasurable experience to be on the bike. And that's really all I can say. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked it, be sure to smash that like button, hit the notification bell to stay up to date with all of my upcoming videos. Remember to share my videos with all your friends, your family, and of course your dog, always. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Have a great night.